This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Need a website and don't know how to make one? Make it with Squarespace. If you clicked on this video, maybe you're asking yourself, what do you draw when you don't want to draw, but you want to draw? This seems like a very simple question, but man oh man, is it more complicated than telling yourself what to draw and then drawing it. So welcome to yet another yapping video where I doodle and talk about art. This video is not going to be a numbered list of things you can draw if you don't know what to draw, because let's be honest, that isn't a solution. Watch, here's the list. Number 1, doodle random things. Feeling inspired yet? Probably not. Number 2, draw something you know you love. For example, I love cats, so if I never know what to draw, I'll just draw some cats. Maybe you like fan art. Draw your favorite characters. The less thinking, the better. And if something is already designed, it's easier on the old noggin to just draw something you know you love. Number 3, the blob challenge. Take a blob of a shape and draw over it. What do you see? Number 4, studies. For example, figure studies, objects around you. Draw what you see. Get some studying in there. Now, do you feel any more inspired to pick up your pencil and draw? You want to draw, but did that make your brain really want to draw? Probably not. To be honest, it's not inspiring to me either. In fact, that was more of a I don't know what to draw list, not so much of a I don't want to draw list, which is totally different. When I can't get myself to draw, but I want to draw, it's not as simple as picking up my pencil and drawing. It's a brain thing. Now, whether that's a mental health thing, a stress thing, something on your mind thing, maybe you're just hungry. Sometimes your brain just doesn't want to draw. And you know what? There's going to be some snooty people out there who say, just draw. If you are a real artist, then you're gonna draw every day and you're gonna pick up your pencil and you're just going to draw. And you know what? Be quiet. Everything's different for everybody and I don't listen to you. Life is too short and I'm just trying to be happy, and that mentality does not make me happy. I've been experiencing that for years now at this point. You can definitely tell in my videos how I haven't been feeling super inspired to create art. It's really sad for me personally to look back at some of my videos and just think, yeah, I really pushed through that one because I had to pay the bills. But also because I wanted to draw and I didn't want to draw, but I wanted to get myself to draw. Sometimes I even start a video not wanting to work on the video, but as I really get into it, I'm so into it. So maybe it's just an issue of picking up the pencil and starting to draw and really pushing through that you just gotta start to start issue. But it's really hard to get through that just starting phase. And for me personally, this is my job. So even though it is I have to pay the bills, so I need to make art situation, I also just, on my days off, what am I gonna do? I wanna do art in my free time because that's what I like to do. So it's not even like I have to do this, but I really want to do this, and what else am I going to do? I've literally got nothing else. I love making art, but my brain won't cooperate. So what do I do when I can't get my brain to do art? Well, personally, as I said, that easy list isn't so easy when you don't want to do it, so I just doodle. Like I said, sometimes you just have to push through that initial, my brain doesn't want to draw, but I know once I start drawing, I'll enjoy it, so I just have to push through it. And to be honest, sometimes I try not to even force myself to do it if my brain doesn't want to do it, because I do find that it does make it worse and stresses myself out, which doesn't help. However, sometimes I just really want to draw and I'm in a position where I have nothing else to do but draw. For example, if I'm traveling, maybe I'm at a coffee shop with someone. So what else is there to do? Doodle. So to finally answer the question, what do I personally do when I want to draw, but I don't want to draw? Did I already answer it? I think I've already said it. I just doodle. I doodle, that's what I do. Okay, but for those of you that love lists and you want a more concrete answer, I think I can come up with a list of a few things that I do to help myself draw when my brain won't let me draw. But first, I want to give a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, because without Squarespace, I wouldn't have a website. Do you want a website and don't know how to make one? Well, golly, Squarespace is there for you with their flexible website templates. Get started with a professionally designed Squarespace website template, customize your look, update your content, and add features that fit your needs to transform any template to your website. Create your very own online store, whether you're selling physical goods, digital content, or services. Squarespace has the tools you need to start selling online. And with flexible payments, you can make checkout seamless for your customers with simple but powerful payment tools. Accept credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay to get paid. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/KaseyGolden to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Let's get on to that list. Okay, so there's not any one magical cure that is going to get your brain to let you draw, but there are a few things that I do that I find help, I guess. Look, if I can help you in any way by listing off these things, then great, I've done my job. If not, I wish you the best. So number one, at the end of the day, I think it's impossible to force it, but I have been lucky in that forcing it has helped sometimes in the past. I mentioned earlier that when I work on videos, sometimes I just don't want to do art. Or currently, I am so obsessed with working on my comic sketch scouts that I don't want to do anything else. So what do I do when I want or have to draw? Well, I force it. Sometimes just jumping into an art piece or sketching ideas does eventually lead into me enjoying the art and wanting to do it. I don't know why I have to force myself to do it to begin with when I want to do it, but brains sure are silly in that way. Like, I know I usually enjoy it if I start it, so why don't I just start it? You know, the more I talk about this, the more I feel like I'm just telling you guys I have anxiety or something. Anyway, moving on to number two. Sometimes surrounding yourself with like-minded artistic people helps. I personally don't have many friends in person, but I do find that streaming art on Twitch when I'm not in the mood to stream art does help. There have definitely been streams where I started off super a bummer. Like, how do you guys even stay in my chat and hang out with me? But you guys encourage me to do art. I start to doodle, and next thing you know, I'm creating a piece that I like, and I really appreciate having you guys around to encourage me to try. My chat is full of all sorts of wonderful people who have ideas, silly things to say, conversations, and sometimes I just doodle with them and get into it with the good vibes. We bounce ideas back and forth, just say stupid things, silly things, funny things, and eventually I doodle something that I like. One minute we're talking about a serious topic about how our day went, and someone says something stupid, maybe someone makes a typo, a troll comes in, it gives us a funny and silly idea. Next thing you know, I'm actually enjoying drawing something related to the conversation. And what do you know? I've even turned doodles where I was just doodling just to doodle into actual stickers or product designs in my shop. So you never know if you force it. When you really put away the expectation of actually creating good art, sometimes you can create something. You never know. And number three, the biggest one for me, is comfort art. There's a few styles of art I resort to when my brain isn't cooperating. I've got my worm paintings, word art, fields of grass. You might be familiar with these pieces of mine. I've done them in videos, on streams, I've posted them. One thing you might notice is that they are all very similar looking, but they get me to create something even when I don't want to. They're almost therapeutic, and even if I'm not creating my best work, it makes me happy just to make something. And honestly, sometimes that's all I need. I just need to create something, anything, even if it's not my best work. And let's be honest, my next piece is not always going to be my best work. As long as I'm enjoying the process, I feel like I've achieved what I wanted with my art. Bonus points if I like the finished product, and even more bonus points if others enjoy it as well. So what did we learn today, if anything? Sometimes our brains don't want to create art, and I want to say, and that's okay. But honestly, it's not okay. Brains suck, but we do what we gotta do, and what are we doing? I don't know. Hope you enjoyed my doodles. I'm just doodling because I don't know what to draw. I am a living example of what I am talking about. You know what I want to be drawing right now? My comic sketch scouts. You should check it out, link in the description. I do want to wrap up this video by saying I hope that the general consensus of this video isn't super negative. I'm actually super duper inspired to work on my comic right now, and I can't stop working on it. And when I'm not working on it, I'm thinking about it. Oh my God, I even had a dream about sketch scouts last night. I'm obsessed. That being said, as you can tell, when it comes to literally any other form of art at the moment, I can't get my brain to focus. This video isn't supposed to be a complaint, but more of a shared experience as an artist, and hopefully we can give each other tips and support in the comments, you know, just yapping your ear off. Hopefully you've learned a way to cope with your brain. Maybe you were drawing while listening. And just like I talked about in this video, I did not want to draw these doodles that you see in the video, but you know what? I actually like most of them. I think they're very fun and I enjoyed making them. Brute force, baby. Okay, once again, a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this strange video, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.